Hi, I'm glad you're here. If you eat clean all day but feel out of control at night, if you're structured and successful in most areas of your life, but food still feels like a quiet battle you're tired of fighting, if you lost count of how many times you started over, this is your turning point. What I'm about to share is not a new diet. It's not a trend, and it's definitely not a quick fix. It's a mindset framework grounded in who you are, how you operate, and how you stay steady, no matter what life brings. And it's the only reason I stayed slim, stable, and consistent without starting over every Monday. And by the end of this webinar, you know exactly how to apply it inside the Slim Mindset Club. So you never have to start over again. Let's begin. I was never overweight, but I know what it feels like to be powerless around food, to eat in secret, to whisper never again and then repeat the same cycle the next day. To be disciplined at work, organized at home, and still feel like food is the one thing I can't seem to control. I wasn't lazy. I wasn't clueless. I knew exactly what to eat, but I couldn't stay consistent, especially on weekends and especially when I was alone. Every Monday, I start over again. Then I gained 30 kilos during pregnancy. But instead of spiraling, I used the same system I'm gonna show you today, and I lost every kilo in just 4 months. Not by dieting, but becoming a new version of me. That shift from control to identity changed everything. Let me show you how it works. There are 3 mindset shifts that changed everything for me. Not because they're dramatic, but because they're sustainable, quietly powerful, and rooted in reality. Shift number 1, you don't need more rules. You need structure you actually can follow. Let's be honest, most women don't lack discipline. They lack systems that are clear, realistic, and repeatable. Here's the difference. Telling yourself, I try to eat better today, isn't structure. That's a hope, and it puts pressure on your future self to figure things out on the fly. Structure means, I know what I'm eating today. I know how much is enough for me. I already decided before emotions and cravings take over. It's the difference between should I have more and this is my portion and I trust it. Structure removes guesswork. It quiets the mental noise and it gives you stability, especially when life gets emotional or unpredictable. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared ahead of time so you can follow through with calm. When structure is built into your identity, you don't need motivation. You need a plan and a decision already made. That's the first shift, and once it clicks, everything gets lighter. Shift number 2, you're not addicted to food. You're repeating the identity of your past self. Let's break it down. When you say things like, I always mess this up, I just don't have discipline, I'll start again on Monday, your brain listens and it responds by proving you right, again and again. That's not failure. That's identity repetition, because identity is not who you are. It's what you practice. Here's what it looks like in real life. If you tell yourself, I can't control myself with snacks at night, you reinforce the pattern and your actions follow the identity. But when you say, I'm someone who closes the kitchen after dinner, and you follow through, even once, you send your brain a new signal. You're teaching it a new identity, and that identity gets stronger with every small act of alignment. Discipline isn't about willpower. It's not about forcing yourself to eat less. It's about alignment between who you are and what you do. And when your identity shifts, your behavior becomes automatic. Shift number 3. When emotions run high, structure becomes essential. Overeating is really just about hunger. It's about regulation. Think about it. How often do you overeat when you're tired, overstimulated, or emotionally drained? Stress, anxiety, overwhelm. These don't just affect your mood. They lower your ability to self-regulate. And in those moments, you don't need more motivation. You need structure. This is why most women don't need more information about food. They need systems that hold, especially when they don't feel like it. That means clear, simple portion rules, grounding rituals that bring calm before meals, a plan for when emotion spikes that doesn't involve food. Structure doesn't restrict you, it protects you from making emotional decisions that don't align with your goals. Because when emotions are high, you don't rise to your intentions, you fall to your system. That's why we build those systems inside the Slim Mindset Club, so you can stay in control even when life isn't. Let me show you what that looks like. Picture a life where meals feel automatic. No second guessing, no spirals, no more did I blow it by 3 p.m.? Just a calm mind, a clear plate, a structure that holds even on your worst day. Because it's not about controlling food, it's about fewer decisions and becoming the woman who already feels in control. That's what we practice every single day inside the Slim Mindset Club. Here's what you get: weekly mindset and identity challenges, over 500 lessons on portion control, structure, and emotional regulation, step challenge to rebuild momentum and discipline, tools to stay calm, consistent, and in control, no matter what life brings, a private community of women who are done starting over. Today, I'm opening the doors to 50 founding members. Your price, just $14 a month, locked in for life. But this offer disappears tonight, Sunday, July the 20th at midnight, or when the 50 spots are filled. If your gut says yes, trust it. This is your window. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You keep repeating the same pattern because your identity hasn't shifted to match your outcome. This is your chance to break the cycle, to build structure, identity, and daily stability. So discipline is no longer something you chase, it's who you are. Join the Slim Mindset Club for $14 a month, locked in for life. Doors closes tonight or when the 50 spots are filled. If you're still deciding or have questions, DM me on Instagram, Bessie. I answer every message personally. This isn't just a program, it's a movement, and I'd love to welcome you inside.